Welcome to the pre-race show for the SAES 9 Hours of Kyalami, where 140 entries, a record number, is going to be descending right here on the iconic Kyalami Grand Prix circuit. On the 15th and 16th of December is when all this happens, and Wayne Riddell, the CEO of SAES, sat down with me and gave me some insights into what's going to be happening and what South African motorsport fans, African motorsport fans, can look forward to this weekend. Well, I'm sitting here very excitedly so with the CEO of SAES, Wayne. Great to have you here, great to be at Kyalami. Tell me what the build-up to this incredible event has been like.
I think the excitement is we're here. The end of the year, the championship has arrived. If you remember, we announced happily in January or February that we're now a national championship for the endurance series. It's SAGT's second championship. So let's talk SAGT for a second. SAGT, we had a force majeure situation. We had one of our tyre suppliers had an accident, if you remember, at Swartkorp, so we had to reduce that to one round. So it looked like Michael Stevens had the championship wrapped up at Swartkorp, but because of the force majeure, that's not the case. Curveball. Yeah. Now, because of that, all the teams are forced to take that one race as 0 drops.
Yes.
So that changes the dynamic completely. So the championship's still not yet wrapped up. We got number one, the reigning champion, Silvio Scribanti, is in with a fighting chance still. And Mike Stevens, as you know, is potentially got his 19th title, national title, sitting in the wings at the moment. He may or may not win it. So I think it's more, in my view, more Michael's to lose than it is Silvio's to win, if that makes any sense. The mathematics, it's Michael's to throw up the road. So the championship's not yet decided, so that's important for SAGT. We have 2 races this weekend, one on Friday and one on Saturday.
Yes.
And you know, we changed the format. We started the format early in the year by putting the second 1-hour race as part of the endurance race. It's made it a little bit more complicated, more complex for the GT guys, more traffic. It's thrown a whole different curveball into it. They all love it. Yeah. I think it's a format that's going to stay. The guys are excited by that. So championship's not yet decided. In fact, I don't think the Pro-Am title is wrapped up either yet. I think Am might be.
Yes.
I think it might be. Sun Mudley may have taken the title, or he's got to take the start on Friday's race to officially get it, or something like that. Yeah. So the title's not yet wrapped up. Teams is not yet wrapped up. So there is 10 titles, 10 podiums there. 10 podium positions, 4 titles not yet wrapped. So we're excited by that. Endurance is our first national championship year. The title's gone down to the wire. We have 7 points between first and second place, 100 points up for grabs, 14 points between first and second. So, win or lose.
We're not sort of excitement. That's
exactly.
For sure.
It's you win or lose. Yeah. If you don't win, you've lost. That's literally what's going to happen. There's a few dark horses here.
There are plenty.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Into Africa Racing versus Stradale. That's the 7 points.
That's the 7 points.
That's the big one. Mm-hmm. Okay. But we have a dynamic. We got Nick Adcock, who won in Asia last weekend. All right. He's here with a similar car. Got the experience. He's race ready. He can win the 9 hours quite easily. You've got Dolphin Racing, who have done a lot of prep work for this 9 hours. They know their team. They have the ability to win. Okay. You got Stradale, who know how to finish races. You've got Into Africa Racing, who know how to finish races.
Absolutely.
Then you've got BBR, the Latergan Porsche, who's
I'm
always there and is always nibbling at the heels.
Absolutely, all season long.
Absolutely. Yeah. So there's a strong potential showing there. If I'm not mistaken, they've got Keegan Masters sitting in that car. He's the third driver. So
the lineup is incredible.
That is another guy who's just won is it the Porsche Cup in Europe?
Yes, he's been competing in Porsche Cup,
Exactly. So I've just, out of my top of my head, 5 cars can win the day.
Yes.
And I think it's 20 points, for the first 5 or 6 drivers in the championship.
Yes.
So
It's
for the
absolutely-
teams to
yeah,
lose, the championship
yeah,
to lose the race.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
absolutely
Yeah.
up to them whether or not
Absolutely.
they throw it away or not.
Because you remember our rules, it's double points.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
it's not a 50, not 50, it's 100 points up for grabs.
100%.
So I think it's exciting, man.
I like that side. I love that
You don't
side.
know where we are.
Exactly, and that's the excitement we want to transfer to the fans, to the people at
Absolutely.
home who are going to make
Absolutely.
Kyalami their home for that 9 hours.
Absolutely.
What are they looking forward to for that event?
So Friday is, first of all, let's talk about Friday.
Yes.
It's our first national sporting holiday we've had in the history of our country.
Oh man.
Okay, because remember, we won the rugby, President said Friday's
Yep.
a holiday. So it's
Yep.
our first public holiday relating to sport.
Thank you to the Springboks.
Exactly. So I'm a Boka. Guys, it's a public holiday Friday. Pull in. How much? 50 Rand. 50 bucks gets you through the gates at Kyalami.
5-0.
5-0, a little red back.
Oh, gee.
All right, a little red note. That gets you through the gates. Come and experience it. Bring your car, pack your cooler box, bring the deck chairs, bring the picnic blanket, bring the gazebo, bring the braai, sit next to the track, and be entertained for 50 bucks. Come and have fun.
For a full day.
Full day.
And the whole family. It's not
The
just
whole
singling out the adults.
No.
Adults
Yeah.
and the kids.
Kids under 12,
granny.
free.
Oh, listen to that.
Okay.
Listen to that.
Kids under 12 free. So mom and dad, 50 bucks each. That's 100 bucks. Pull in, bring the picnic basket, bring the braai, bring everything, bring the sunblock for the kids. Kids come for free. And you don't have to stand queues for burgers and stuff like that. Bring your own food. It's fine. Bring the juices, what the kids want. You don't have to force anything down their throat they don't want. So that you've got. That's Friday. First car takes to track at 7 o'clock on Friday.
Jeez, I've got to take a breath now. We haven't even gone to Saturday yet.
Yeah.
Go on.
All right. Qualifying starts at about lunchtime. First heats in all classes, other than the endurance class, is in the afternoon from about 3 o'clock. And 1 hour SAGT race starts at 5, runs until 6. 7 o'clock we take to the track for mandatory night practice for the endurance guys for 1 hour. So if you pay your 50 bucks, you start at 7, finish at 8. That's 13 hours of entertainment.
For a pink one.
What a pink one.
Just one pink one.
That's it. Exactly
Fantastic.
it.
Fantastic.
Then Saturday, gates open at 6. Cars take to track at 7. We got race 2 for all the support classes until 12 o'clock. Big start, 12 o'clock, 9 hours
Yeah.
into the night.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
That's 100 Rand. All right. So it's a mom, dad, and 2 kids. It's 200 bucks for Saturday. Same story all over again. Pack the picnic basket, bring the gazebo, bring the chairs, bring the whatever. Come have fun.
And entertainment all around for that entire weekend, pretty
Correct.
much.
We've got
Yeah.
some radio stations that are supporting us, so there
Yes.
might be some outside broadcast DJs
Yes.
playing there. There is a VIP experience if you really want it.
Yes.
For those who just really can't be hassled with all the picnic and all that kind of stuff. 1,000 Rand. Go online. 1,000 Rand gets you the VIP experience on Saturday. What is the VIP experience? You're in the paddock lounge. You've got DJs, you've got musicians, you've got a rap artist, Casper's coming to play there. That includes all your food for the day, from breakfast right through until dinner. All of it is included. It's an exclusive area. You look from the top down onto the pit lane, so you're in the paddock looking down into the whole pit lane experience.
Yeah.
So all your meals. So let's just quickly do this. 3 burgers is about 150 for a burger and a Coke, give or take.
Roughly,
so
yeah.
3 meals, you're in for 450 for the day. Plus cold drinks in between, 500-600 bucks.
Perfect bang for buck.
For an
Yeah.
extra 400 bucks
Yeah.
for the day, you got all of this VIP experience, plus the musicians and all the rest of it. So that's available to you at 1,000 Rand. You can go online for that. You'll give the address, the strap line, and all the rest of it, so
Absolutely,
that's
yeah.
fine. Full days of entertainment, man. It's just an experience
Yeah.
second to none.
Yeah.
We have the biggest field we've seen in endurance racing here so far at this circuit, this current form or shape of the circuit. And that's 43 cars at close of entries, give or take 1 or 2. So let's just say 40 cars,
Yeah.
round number. That's a big field.
It is.
This circuit is only licensed to run maximum of 50 cars.
So we're pretty much a
We're almost at
90%,
capacity.
80%.
We're
much.
almost at capacity.
Yeah.
All right. I think there's 1 or 2 extra entries that have come in since entries have closed, where there was changes and teams have changed and
Yes,
drivers.
yes,
and
yes.
one team had a fight, so the drivers have split. So I had to create 2 cars, and so there's all sorts of dynamics there. So there's that problem as well. And then I've got the support classes. There's 155 cars in the support classes.
Yes.
So that's a lot of racing.
And that's
It's
the
Silver
support.
Cup, eh?
Yeah, Silver Cup.
Silver Cup.
Yes.
Silver Cup have got 50 cars, eh?
Yes.
They're at capacity. And I think they got 5 or 6 guys in the reserve list. wanting to race.
And we have one driver who's doing both support race.
Yes,
and,
Fabian Lance.
Yes,
Fabian's
Fabian.
doing the support stuff, and
Yeah.
she's doing.
Yeah.
And then Simon Murray, he's doing the SAGT on Friday, and he's doing the endurance on Saturday.
Can't get enough of Kyalami.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So
And it's what we're bringing to the people at home. I think that's the beauty of it, that they get to
wasn't that-
experience.
wasn't
all
that
of
good
this.
news?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Our media team did a fantastic job. So Supersport running this
Yeah.
whole event live for us. So I'm very excited by that. They've done some fantastic work there. So it's going to be brought to you on Supersport Live, plus our usual YouTube channels, plus our social medias, all of that.
100%. Now looking forward to it, absolutely.
I am. Me
and
too.
we've gone on track and off track. I'd like to go back to the track.
Yeah.
Looking at Class E, because 1 point in it
Yes.
for the championship in Class E.
Absolutely.
20 points for the top 5 or 6.
Correct.
That's incredible.
It's close. It's mentally close. Mentally close.
Can we talk about the genius of that class to begin with, in terms of affordability and getting numbers in there?
I think it's a phenomenal formula.
Yeah.
I think Brian and Tony Martin have done a sterling job.
Yeah.
I just wish the world could hear about it, because
Yes.
it's actually quite cheap, eh? It is quite cheap.
Mm.
They offer an arrive and drive package. They absolutely do. And I want to remind everybody that the index of performance, which we can touch on for 2 minutes,
Yes.
but the index of performance is for every competitor.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a 4 million rand GD3 5-liter fire-breathing juice guzzling monster. All right.
Exactly.
You can run a Toyota Yaris. All right.
A school
That's what
runner.
happened. Do you remember that's what? Yeah, a school runner. You remember that's what happened last year at the 9 hour at Kyalami.
yes,
all right?
yes.
First and second was the Toyota Yaris
Yes.
on index of performance.
They
Do you remember that?
absolutely nailed it.
They
That was
cleaned
phenomenal.
house.
Yeah.
So the backdraft formula that Brian and Tony Martin offer, all right, at this year at the moment, is first, second, and third. Yes, first, second, and third in the index championship are backdrafts.
Wow.
So it's affordable formula, cheap to race, and you are competitive
Yeah.
for a South African national title.
Incredible.
I think it's fantastic.
That is genius.
Yeah.
To be able to meld so many classes
Absolutely,
together.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Definitely going to be a jam-packed weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing the crowds pull out in their numbers to
I hope
actually
so
enjoy
too.
this.
I hope so
And
too.
How much can they look forward to going into the future, into the next couple of years? What can we expect?
more of the same and more of more.
Okay.
So next year's championship calendar, we start here,
What a launch.
we finish
We
here.
close it here, we finish. Fantastic, yeah.
And there's some talk with management about turning one of them into at least a big music festival as well. So there's that opportunities. We're looking at that. We need to have discussions. A lot of water needs to flow under this bridge from logistics, but there's some passion and desire for that for next year. The Kyalami relationship is at least for the next 3 years, so we're excited about that.
Beautiful.
We're going to tour around the country as we always do. Next year's championship is 6 rounds, so busy here.
Yeah.
But Kyalami people, come on down this weekend, come and have some fun.
You've heard it from the man himself. We're looking forward to seeing you joining us for a full day of racing from South Africa's best. Looking forward to it. And of those 140 cars that we mentioned earlier, 13 titles are going to be decided in between them. 2 of those races are Michael Steven and Rolf du Plessis of the Ultimate Outlaws, and they chatted to us a bit about the next coming round of racing.
Yeah, any championship's important, but I think what's more important is, a big thank you to Team Ultimate Outlaws and Isaac Spies. This is my first full season back in racing since 2018. So, to be in the position to be able to win another championship, I'm grateful for that. And it's never over until it's over. So we've got one more round, and we're going to go there and prepare as we've done all the other rounds and try pull off a pole position and 2 wins on the day. Yeah, this is certainly something different. A little bit out of my comfort zone to what I've done in the past. Racing a V8 sprint car on oval tar track, 900 horsepower in a sprint car. Actually, words can't put into what I want to say in terms of what it's like. It's so different. It's so powerful. We've just had our first race now. I don't know where I came, probably 6th or 7th. Just took it easy. The pace is there, but when you're on track with another 10 cars, wheel to wheel, it's a little bit different out on your own. So we've got 2 more for the night, and hopefully we can move a little bit up the field.
That was a huge experience for me to get out of one of the V8 supercars into a GT3 car. But my first 2 races was not easy to get hold of the car, and getting used to the McLaren. It's not an easy car to drive. But yes, now I'm born to the car now and enjoying the car very much. Yes, me and Andrew got a nice fight going for Kyalami. So my plan is to stay calm in the first half an hour, and hopefully he's getting tired, and then I can beat him there.
First of all, it's an amazing event. It's an amazing track. It's well, it's our first time that we as a series go to Kyalami, and I think you know, from a driver's perspective, I mean, it's the ultimate track to race in South Africa. You know, for the drivers, I mean, it's a dream come true. You must remember, some of these guys never ever have the chance to race at Kyalami, so this is going to be awesome for them. And to be quite frank, it's a South African brand. It's a South African start. It's a South African thing we want to build, and you know, hopefully we can invite the overseas teams in the future to come partake. I think that would be awesome. Just this year was a bit of a challenge for us. It was last minute sort of changing. And yeah, I think for the 15th and the 16th is perfect. The 15th is a holiday, so it suits us perfectly. And I think from South African Endurance Series, it's very important. It's a major step forward. And I think if we make this thing work this time, hopefully we can do it for the next 3 years. So yeah, we all are very excited. It's new for us. And we ask the public, we ask the people, we ask everybody, come and enjoy and support South Africans. This is a South African thing. I mean, the Springboks has won. It's the 15th. Let's have a lekker holiday. Come sit there, braai, do your thing, watch cars. Just come and enjoy it with us. And we will be so grateful. And then you can go on holiday with a smile on your face.
You've heard it from everybody, the CEOs, the racing drivers, that this is the biggest racing event in Africa. 140 entries, 13 titles being decided on the last day of the championship, and one more number for you. 50 Rand is all it takes at a minimum for you to come here and be in the flesh and enjoy a full weekend of racing. If you can't for some reason be with us, you can catch us live broadcasting on SuperSport on Friday and Saturday, or on the SAES Racing YouTube channel. It's the SAES 9 Hours of Kyalami. You do not want to miss this.